Hello, everybody. My name is Mohammed Ismail. I'm working as ERP Next consultant, and I'm doing the role of business analyst as well. In this video, we shall go into a long journey in purchasing, in buying. As a matter of fact, it is a very critical business process in any company, and it should be managed in a very disciplined manner. There should be organization of the process steps, and therefore you can maintain at the end of the day accurate stock records as well as accounting records in a good fashion. Okay, let's start now. I will start from the beginning, and bear me in this. I know this video will be fairly long, so please be patient to see all the steps. So now I am going to create an item, a new item. In ERP Next, you have this flying window, which is the quick entry window. However, we will go to full form. Okay, in the item code, I will make this. Let us say that this will be PVC is 0001, and the item name is PVC material. Let us consider that we are working in a plastics manufacturing factory. So in the item group, we will select from the available item groups like raw materials, and the default unit of measure will be kilograms. Okay, now we have the basic definition of the item, and we will limit the creation of the item to this level, because if we need to cover all the options and features of the item master data, it will need days, not minutes or hours. So anyway, we will save the item, and we will go directly into the purchasing process to prove that ERP Next is a very powerful application in managing the buying process. So now we will go to the buying, and we will not start from asking for quotations or request for quotations. We will instead start with the purchase order step. Okay, in purchase order, as you can see, we will add a purchase order, and we will select the supplier. Okay, I don't have suppliers in this database, so I will create one. And it will be very simple as well. In the creation, we will use the flying window or the quick entry, and it will be international company for plastics raw materials. Okay, so this is the supplier information. Of course, and let me say this, that if we need to cover all the features in such a screen, it will need days. So we will divide our ideas into multiple videos. So, and this is the required by day, which is the date in which I need the materials. And behind this field, there are a lot of business ideas. However, okay, we will set the target warehouse, which will be, for example, the stores. It's a name of a warehouse. And here we will select the code, the PVC 0001, and the quantity will be 1,000 kilograms, and we will buy as per the supplier advice at let us say 210 Egyptian pounds. So this is the amount of the purchase order. We will not go into the taxation and the charges and all of these features. We will just save and submit. Okay. Now the status of the purchase order have been changed to receive and bill, which means that to complete the buying cycle, you need to receive goods and record the bill of the supplier or the supplier invoice. It doesn't matter actually where to start. If you record the invoice, it's correct, and then you receive the goods, or to receive the goods and then record the bill of the supplier. However, we will do as per the regular steps, which is we will start by receiving the goods. Okay. Now we will play each role as it is. Receiving goods is the role of the stock people. So we will go to the stock module and create a purchase receipt record or transaction. So add purchase receipt from here. The first step is to select the supplier. Okay, now we have selected the supplier. However, the items table is empty. So we will not select any items. We will just go to get items from. This button is very powerful function in ERP Next, as it limits or filters the purchase orders by the selected supplier. So we will go, we can select either from purchase invoice or purchase order. We will select from purchase orders, open purchase orders for this supplier. So we will do like this, and now you can see the system ERP Next has automatically filtered the purchase orders by supplier. So we will select this purchase order that we have created recently. So, and then get items. Okay, now the system fetched the accepted warehouse or the target warehouse from the purchase order, which was stores. And it has also fetched all the items. Of course, we have one item. However, you may have hundreds of items in one PO. And the accepted quantity is 1,000, and the rate and everything is ready to receive. Of course, you can do multiple things in receiving the goods. First, you can partialize the received quantity. The supplier has sent half the shipment or half the ordered quantity. So we may say that we will receive only 500 kilograms, or we can say that we are receiving 500 kilograms like this, and 10 of them were rejected as a rejected quantity. So we have multiple choices and multiple actions we can do here. However, we will keep going simple. Okay, now we will create this, and then ERP Next has created a purchase receipt, however, in a draft status. Draft status means that this document has not affected any of our books so far. It is just a document is written with a pencil. It can be edited, it can be deleted, it can be whatever. However, we will change this draft status into confirmed receipt of goods using the submit button, and we will do a click on submit and then yes. Okay, here there is a message from the system. Please set default stock received but not billed in company channel plus. Okay, This means that there is a missing setup or configuration in the system. And why this has happened? Now we are recording a purchase receipt, not a supplier invoice, which means that there is no supplier accounting here. The only confirmed account we know is the stock or the inventory account. However, to create a journal entry for this process by the system, it needs two accounts, one debit and one credit. The debit one is the stock or the inventory account. However, what about the other account? It is a suspense account or temporary account that will be closed in subsequent step when recording the supplier invoice against the supplier account. However, now we will go to the company setup screen to do this configuration. And we will look for an account which is stock received but not billed. Okay, let's search for it. Okay, stock received but not billed. Where are the stock accounts? This is the stock. Default inventory, stock adjustment, default in transit warehouse. Let's go to the accounts again and look for this account. Sorry for this interruption. Actually, in ERP Next version 15, I think there is a misplacing of some of the setting fields, like stock received but not billed. It is here in the loan tab. Anyway, this is the programmer or development team point of view. However, stock received but not billed, we will select this account, which is in Arabic بضاعة مستلمة غير مفوترة, or stock received but not billed. Okay, we have selected the account. We will go back to the PO to the purchase receipt transaction, and then click on submit. Now it is submitted, and ERP Next is telling us that this purchase receipt needs to be billed, or a supplier invoice should be recorded against this purchase receipt. Now we have received 500 kilograms of this material. Okay, let's see what is the effect of this transaction in two ways, or in two directions. The direction number one is the inventory books, and the direction number two is the accounting books. Okay, let us click on view, and then click on stock ledger to see the effect of this transaction on the inventory records. Now, this report, which is stock ledger, is telling us that in quantity 500, and this quantity is coming from this voucher, which is the purchase receipt number, in warehouse called stores. The item group is raw material, and the incoming rate is 210, which is the price recorded in the purchase order and in the purchase receipt, and it has calculated the inventory value. Okay, so this is the stock ledger, and in the other side of the process is the accounting ledger. What is the effect of this transaction on our accounting or financial books? Okay, let's go and see. Now we can see a journal entry, which is it has a debit side, which is المخزن الرئيسي, or main warehouse account, and the other one is against بضاعة مستلمة or stock received but not billed with the same value. And this journal entry actually has all the reference numbers that any auditor needs when auditing the books. Okay, so far, however, let us say that in real life, the matter does not stop at the rate that have been advised or invoiced by the supplier, because there are a lot of other expenses incurs during all the steps of moving the goods from the supplier warehouse until it reaches our warehouse. Which means that we have maybe the supplier is in another country, which means that we have freight expenses, we have custom clearance expenses, we have transportation expenses, and so on and so forth. Okay, now we will open this stock ledger again, okay, and focus on this incoming rate and the calculated average rate in our inventory books, which is 210 so far. Okay, let's go to another tab in ERP next, and we will go into the step that we will record. Let us say that we have only transportation costs for the goods. Okay, so we will do this by applying what is called a landed cost voucher. This landed cost voucher means that we will add some expenses to the inventory value. So we have this landed cost voucher. We add a landed cost voucher, and then we shall select either we are costing for purchase invoice or for purchase receipt. In our case, or in our scenario, it is a purchase receipt document. Then we will select which purchase receipt are we costing, which is the goods received from international company. And okay, so, and here is the value of the goods that have been advised by the supplier or invoiced by the supplier. And actually, this form is very tricky, because using this form, you may have different costing models for the different goods on the same purchase receipt. However, for simplicity, we have made a purchase order only for one item. Anyway, we will get the items from the purchase receipt. We have one item, as I said, and here we will record all the applicable charges, and we will select expense accounts. Okay, let us say that here in this stage we have to understand what are the costs or the expense accounts that will be visible here. Okay, let's go to the filters applied. So the account types allowed in this field should be tax, chargeable, income account, expenses included in valuation, expenses included in asset valuation. Okay, not any other type of account is allowed here. So this is why we have this account, مصروفات متضمنة في تقييم المخزون, or expenses included in inventory valuation. Okay, we will select this account and we will write a short description, which is transportation expenses. Okay, and we will add, let us say, 10,000 Egyptian pounds. Okay, and here we have a very tricky another field, the distributed charges based on quantity or amount, or you will distribute manually. This will be very important for us if we have multiple items, because you may have on the same purchase receipt an item which is little in quantity, however, high in value. And the other items are big in quantity and has low value. So how are you going to distribute this expense on the items? Here it will in our scenario, in our current scenario, it will not make any difference. However, I prefer by amount. Okay, and then we will save, and then we will submit. As you can see, there is no an additional button here telling to view the journal entry. Why? Because ERP Next has gone to the journal entry that have been created for the purchase receipt and edited it without going and creating more journal entries. Okay, let us go to the purchase receipt again. Here is our purchase receipt, and let us view the stock ledger first, and let us see the difference between here in this view that we have not refreshed. It was 210, the average rate. However, this time is 230. It has added 20 pounds for each kilogram as a result of adding the transportation expenses. So now our stock ledger is okay. And if we go and refresh this previously opened report of stock ledger, it will adjust to the correct value or correct amount for the inventory. And also, if we go to the to see the accounting ledger, we will find some changes. First of all, the inventory now has this value. It was before 105,000. Now it is 115,000 against two accounts, which is the supplier. This account will be replaced by the supplier in the coming step of recording his invoice. So it is this is for the supplier, and this 10,000 is coming from the transportation expense. So I just wanted to show quickly how ERP Next is very accurate in managing three very important processes in any company, which are the buying process itself, the inventory management, and financial management relating to inventory and purchasing. In the coming videos, I will show more into this process, because everyone who understands very well the mechanics of any company will have a question, which is, what if before adding the additional costs of receiving the goods, we have sold some of them? So, and after that, we will be adding the additional costs. What is the effect of this, and what are the challenges and the problems included in such a thing? So in a coming video, I will explain how to get out of this problem. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There will be a lot of interesting videos in ERP Next. Thank you very much. Muhammad Ismail.